All right, back with my second video, and today I'm going to talk about how I controlled my overeating habits. To be honest, it's not 100% under control yet, but I have made great progress, and I'll share some of my own experiences how I control them. So maybe it might help you. As usual, I have taken some notes so that we stick to the topic. So, so eating habits and weight loss and general health, they're all closely related. Uh, Bad eating habits over long years, over time, can have detrimental effects on your health. So it's good to have control on it. And to control it, we need a proper plan. And also, we need to be aware of the pitfalls. So those are the things I'll talk from my personal perspective. So the first point is, yeah. So when we target a particular weight loss and we give it a time frame, you see it all the time on internet, like lose weight in few weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I would say this kind of weight loss and this kind of selected eating only in a certain period, it's really not effective. Definitely you'll see the weight loss, but the problem is the body takes time to get adjusted to a weight. So when you do it slow and over time, you can gradually decrease your body weight without putting too much stress. And at the other side of the coin, if you lose it too fast, your body is still uh, not habituated with that particular weight. So in 2 weeks, you might be able to lose a big chunk of weight by keto or fasting, but the moment you go back to your original diet, the weight gains back, and sometimes you gain back more than what you lost. So uh, I would say take it gradually and let the body adjust to the weights. And many times it's the losing weight is not should not be the target, because if you are following a proper workout regime, when you lose fat and you're doing workouts, you also gain muscles. So your focus should not be so much into the weight loss aspect of it. It should be more of uh, how much muscle you're gaining, how much tummy is going in, those kind of metrics. Um, then one of the things the people what which makes people give up is they try a good diet for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and they feel like, oh my god, this is so hard, and to maintain this good physique, I have to stick to this diet, and every day I'm suffering. How can I uh, continue it for weeks and weeks, months and years? So the good news here is, you don't need to this the hardship that you're facing. It's it's not constant throughout. You can imagine it as a uh, the initial stage is quite difficult. So you can imagine it as a peak, and then it plateaus. What that means is it gets easier for you. Your body gets habituated with with your regular diet. So if you have a little bit of mindfulness and you just watch out what you eat, probably after a month, maybe in 3 weeks, you'll see that you don't need to struggle so hard. You just be mindful of what you're eating. Try to maintain that. Don't make it too hard. That's what I did. And after a while, because I had overeating habits, and uh, I thought I always needed to eat so much more. And in the initial days, when I started eating slightly less calories, so I felt like, oh my God, I need to eat more. But I was just being mindful and, kept it under control. And after a few weeks, that urge to eat beyond what I need slowly went away. And I didn't even have to think about it. So, yeah, it definitely gets easier. Then with the diet. you have started a diet, you're counting your calories, you're keeping your food intake under control. One thing that really helped me maintain it and keep me motivated is also the workouts. I feel like the workout, the stretchings, the yogas, along with the diet, they kind of work together, and it really helps. It's like all of them work together to get your body in shape. The weight trainings, they help in building the muscles, and because of the because of the diet you're following, you'll see the extra fats slowly burning away week over week. So you see the difference in your body, and it feels good, and that keeps you motivated. So all the effort that you put in, when you see a result, that really helps. But here I would put a disclaimer. uh, it's better not to get obsessed with the changes, because how the changes happen in human beings is, it's not like you go from fat to directly lean. It's more of a zigzag road, and some days you will feel bloated, and then some week morning you wake up, you feel lean, and by noon you eat something. So if you get obsessed with this, looking at yourself, and every time you get too much energy looking at yourself, and then again too much dejection looking at bloated, it might affect your psyche. So I would suggest, let the diet and exercise do their work. Look for the differences after a while. Maybe every 2 weeks, try to assess your looks, taking photos or however you want to track it. But it's better not to get too obsessed about it. When it comes to the diet, I know calorie counting is the standard method, but I also believe that having good quality food also matters. And yeah, calorie counting is the mathematics, of course, but when you eat good quality food, you sometimes you actually don't really have to worry too much about how much you're eating. Like for example, when I'm on a good diet, and when I say good diet, what do I mean? It's meat, good quality chicken, mutton, pork, and then I reduce the rice intake. I just have some salad. I eat some fruits. I eat milk, and then I have some honey. These are all natural ingredients. They're closer to nature. And when I'm eating that and I'm working out, I don't even have to count any calories, and I don't even track my weight. But a week, two of eating such a healthy diet, good food, natural food, I can clearly see the difference. My body feels great, and I don't have this non-stop hunger, which usually you see when you have processed food, outside food, restaurant food, because they put a lot of refined sugars, refined processed food, refined carbs, and they put all sorts of things which act on your taste. So, sticking to natural food automatically gets rid of that hunger, the urge to eat nonstop. So you can also give it a try. I gave it a try. It really worked great for me. Some of the diets people do intermittent fasting. I believe for me, intermittent fasting without eating proper food does not do anything for me. Uh, I've seen some extremely obese people. For them, intermittent fasting works great. In my case, anyway, I don't munch food. I don't snack food too much, so I don't track the intermittent fasting part of it. But yeah, I just watch what I'm eating. That is the more important part for me. And then yep, it's a long haul. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So when it comes to diet, initially when I gained 10-15 kgs extra because of my back issues, and I developed this habit of eating. I made this crazy strict diet where I was going to lose weight within a month. I did lose, but I gained back more, and it really screwed up my metabolism. So only when I stuck to a long-term goal, that's when things actually started working for me. And even in my friends, those who maintain like a long-term thing where they stick to a diet without exerting themselves too much, they regularly work out, go for walks, and try to avoid the things which hampers the hunger regulation in the body. That works fine actually. And for this, you need to prioritize your diet, and for this you need quite a bit of planning, and you need to learn to prioritize what you eat and to say no to people. When you're around people, friends, family, they will always try to feed you more, going out with friends, drinking, smoking, and all the other parties. But you need to find a way to reduce those things. Maybe once in a while try learning to say no to friends. At home, maybe change your uh, learn your own cooking. Maybe try explaining to your family, that your parents or your siblings, that this food is not working for me. I have to do my own cooking. I have to prepare my own food. Please don't be offended. People tend to get offended over, if you tell them we are not going to have the same food. People sometimes get tend to get offended. So you have to take care of the social aspect of it. But yeah, so basically you need to prioritize your health. And since you have realized that eating more than required has become your bad habit, and that is what is pulling you back, you need to prioritize it. In other videos, in future videos, I'll talk more about what exactly what I eat, how I prepare it. We can have a lot of discussions, but for today, I'll keep it short. My last video was a bit long. I hardly got any views, but uh, o- uh, eating habits is a very important aspect which I consider in staying healthy. So shoot me up your questions if you want to know some specifics. I'd love to discuss on those topics. And anyway, this is just the start of my channel. I still need to improve my speaking, my camera presence. So I'm still working on that. Maybe with more and more videos that I make, I'll get more comfortable on it. So, yep, I put a stop to this, and I'm happy to have completed my second video now. All right. Good day.